there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, it is the city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of rock legends of the past, another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Today, the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration continues. We've got a great one for you. Between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. Leading the 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan. These guys playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making the long trip to the East Coast. On the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Browns, Kevin Stefanski. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Kate Scott, joined by my partner Brock Hewitt. This is punter Bradley Pinion to get us started. And here we go on EA Sports. Xavier Gipson now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by a former #1 overall pick back in 2015. And now approaching his 100th career NFL starts. Jameis Winston.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
From the gun, Laube. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they will be facing third down to begin this ball game. That's set. This is 3rd and 5. Looking from the gun. Here's Winston. He has the first over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So first down from the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Driving forward with Scatterbill. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Send one of the tight ends in motion right. On first down, this is Scatterbill. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
It's a gain of 20. And the 49er first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And he stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's another 49er first down. First and goal, San Francisco.
Going right back to Scatterbill. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Second and goal from the 9 here.
Brings up second and goal.
Wilson on the shotgun handoff. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Here he goes, third and long. And it's incomplete on third and goal. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Jake Elliott's on now to attempt this field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Elliott connects there. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Set to return. This is Braxton Berrios. Escapes the defender. This makes it up to the 25. And here come the Browns on offense, ready for their opening drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
Running around complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Browns first down.
Shotgun snap, a gift to home. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down. We're going to look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Here's Hall once more. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Lamar now from the gun. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Browns first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. The run on first at 2nd down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down. Jackson trying to sneak it. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Hall running his own read. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Gibson now to return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Rockies tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. And we'll see, Brock, if they go back to that ground game this drive after how well they ran it their last time out.
I'm going to probably say yes on that one, Kate. This is a team with a known identity across the league. They're going to hang their hat on running the football effectively. I think they'll get right back to work.
And he'll go down here. Comes up nicely after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 38-yard
It's Scatterby on 2nd down. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40, and that brings up 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. He's trying to do it himself. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
Ooh, this is where the coach gets paid to make the decision for the offense. If they're stopping you short on a third down sneak, you better think a while before going for it.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Browns and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting second right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. They start the drive with Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Fits it through the middle. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they hold him down. 25 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Lamar's going to keep this one. A lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
3rd down and 7.
Throw here, 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. This game rocked all the games today and tonight. Part of a busy week of football for all of us. Their traditional 3 games on Thanksgiving Day. We had our Black Friday game a couple of days ago. All a part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, honoring the legendary football icon.
Yeah, legendary guy whose impact still is felt to this day. You know, these guys playing today, they all watch it just like you and me in the football world on Thursday and Friday. Now they get their chance to go out and perform on a pretty darn special weekend.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
37-yard line.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Drops for the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd down, Browns opting to go with a dime set defensively. Shotgun snap now to Winston. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Design bootleg here. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatterboo. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Here's Winston, 1st and 10. Finds his running back, Dylan Laube. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22.
Winston. This one's caught. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
13 yards on the play. And the 49er first down.
From the red zone on first. Brought in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing it again here. Has it down close. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. 2 yards standing between this unit and 6. Here's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Winston now. He's got it. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 2nd quarter lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers push their lead to 3. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Barrios now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Head coach Kevin Stefanski readying the Browns for their next series. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself in rhythm, because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
From the gun, Jackson has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Brought down by the only safety picked in the first round this year. That's Malachi Starks.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson now on 3rd. He's got Sutton complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's a Browns first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the Niners' 41-yard line.
Hall running between the tackles. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd down, give to Hall. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. Jackson's going to go on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. And all set now. 1st and 10.
That's good for the Browns.
Jackson to throw it. Brought in right side by Moore. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Complete to
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
a 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Lamar back to throw. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Running up the middle, Dillon. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Browns first down. First down and goal to go.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Dylan on first and goal. And they take this in for the score. The Browns take a second quarter lead. A.J. Dillon, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Dylan Laube on the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The 49ers and Jameis Winston ready to go once again on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. To throw again on second down. Winston. Trying to get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. But it looks like the 49ers were the first to it, and they make the recovery. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. Third and long, they're going to throw. Screen here for Scatterboot. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bay. It's way. Working from the gun. Here's Winston. Pulled in by his back. Scatterboot. And he's brought down at the line. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Here's Winston. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On third down, here's Winston. That's Ferguson, he brings it in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
First down. First and 10 at the
Shotgun snap now to Winston. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Last play sent him back across midfield here, second and long.
second down.
Here's Winston to the air. Catch made the right side by Nakua. And he's going to have this one down at the 28. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
6 yards.
Winston to throw it. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking that time for Terrence Ferguson. So it'll be second down.
Second down and 10.
Winston. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. To throw. Here's Winston. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Jake Elliott on now to attempt this field goal. This one from an even 40 yards out. Elliott connects there. And that cuts the lead back down to a low point.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points. A little bit of feel-good momentum.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Barrios now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Browns going on offense here very late in the half. And clinging to this one-point lead, Brock. Probably don't want to risk too much here. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down, here's Lamar. He'll set up the screen here for home. And out of a small gain up to about the 32. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Final throw before the break. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters. As we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Barrios now to return it. Jukes away from one. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Browns have the football first to start the third, and here comes their offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate in.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Brees Hall. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns grow the lead coming out at halftime. Brees Hall with the touchdown.
Jake, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Myers gets the point after the go. The Browns grow their lead to 8.
49ers 13.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Laube with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The tight end in motion now. Here's Winston, 1st and 10. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. So at the 40 here, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
Winston now. Finds him over the middle. Decent game here, but short of the first. Browns are in the nickel for this 3rd down call.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
He'll throw it. Got him, man. That's Nakua. That was a big 3-yard gain because if instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the first. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Running with Scatterboo. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco. We've set it down from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Scatterboo. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Man in motion, headed right. Throw here, 3rd down. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock. I mean, back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
This defense has left its imprints all over the quarterback, and there's another one. You really can't hold it that long after the snap, Kate. It's 1,001, 1,002, and then somebody's on their way to getting you, dropping in for a sack.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And he drives it skyward, hoping to drop this near the goal line. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. Head coach Kevin Stefanski readying the Browns for their next series. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. For big yards on the right side. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
From the gun, it's Hall. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. All right, here we go, 2nd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and
Lamar
6.
throwing again. Connection made to Raymond. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The 49ers and running back Cam Scatterboo trotting back out there. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this 2nd half. They've got a man in motion. Winston now off the play fake. Pressure coming, and they take him down. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled for a short gain.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Running back sets in motion. Going long for him here. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. backwards. He's going to send this one forward. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Browns and Brees Hall about set to go on offense. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. They'll start this one out with Hall. They cobble together a yard there. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
From the gun, Jackson. Connects on the crosser. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43.
12 yards. That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Dillon, a first down carry. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Lamar now from the gun.
43-yard line.
Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
We give to Hall now on the option. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. And on the sound pad, that incredible breakout season last year was Zach Bond.
1 yard gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
42-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. That pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pass cut by Smiles. And they take him down right along the 30.
6.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First down.
They'll give this up the middle to Dillon. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the counter, Hall. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
4 yards. That's good for a Browns first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hall. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's Browns ball working to carry this lead through to the end. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. They look to run with Dillon. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Browns have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. A.J. Dillon, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver it.
49ers.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Gibson now to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The 49ers and Jameis Winston ready to go once again on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Working from the gun. Here's Winston. Played it over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33.
Winston to throw it. Screen here for Scatterboo. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On 3rd down, here's Winston. Completed to his running back. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48.
23 yards. And the 49er first down.
Here's Winston, 1st and 10. Setting up the running back screen. Escapes the defender. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Wilson. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5. 1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Driving forward with Scatterboo. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
49er first down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Going right back to Scatterboo. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Pass it at the 7. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
And the 49er first down.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Well, partner, with the increased focus on receivers now in the ground game, the jet sweep, it's a weapon all 32 teams and coaches have to rely on for offense. And for the good ones, it can be a lucrative play to have ready, too.
Yeah, lucrative on the scoreboard, certainly, Kate. And don't forget about lucrative for the wallet, too. Next time his agent's at the negotiating table, he's going to be sure to bring plays up like that one. You mentioned the value he could bring beyond the work of just catching the football.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers get it back to within 1 score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Barrios now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Head coach Kevin Stefanski readying the Browns for their next series. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Now here's Lamar. Set up the screen here for Hall. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Jackson now on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The Browns are lining up to punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The 49ers and Jameis Winston ready to go once again on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
This run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll call his own number. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. On the play fake, Winston. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers down by only 2 in the 4th. Christian Watson with the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Winston now bringing his guys up for this 2-point attempt.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And the call to go for it not awarded as the pass falls incomplete. Well, they took their shot at the time, but they'll need to manufacture another score in the time remaining now as that 2-point try is unsuccessful.
It becomes a little bit tougher to punch it in for 2 when that defense knows what's on the line, too. That's a spot where their hand was forced after the touchdown. They do their best to surprise them with the call. Easier said, Kate, than done.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. Their lead cut down inside a field goal, so points imperative here to get some breathing room. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting it?
Has his man, it's Smite. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's more of the catch out left. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. How about that play block on 3rd and 14? They find a way to convert.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Still going inside the 35. Has room down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns push this to an 8-point game. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Hey, we know it's hard for running backs to get runs like that in the open field and find paper from that distance. Even more rare to see a QB get it done. I think that'll be the last time he totes it.
Point after try upcoming to make this a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns push the lead to 2 scores now. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Albie with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Shotgun snap now to Winston. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Slot man's in motion right. Here's Winston to the air. Over the right side is caught by Ferguson. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it at the 30. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's Raymond on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Browns and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. On 1st down, here comes Hall. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for the loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap. Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And hey, we see a lot of the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So here come the 49ers on offense. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Arrives at the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the 2nd half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the 49ers jump in front now by 5.
Browns 35.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. Shoots away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Browns getting their offense out there. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Play action. Here's Jackson. Cut downfield. It's Lachey. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They go play fake with Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So first and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
They give to McClellan from the gun. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. Last run, not a lot of help, Ross. 9 to go now on second down. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Reed Blankenship on the coverage.
Now to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Throw is caught by the back. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The 49ers and receiver Christian Watson ready to go once again. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job, now you got to do yours.
It's a loss of 2.
Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. They're going to pass it here. Finds him on the crossing route. There he goes on the right side. Christian Watson. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win.
Touchdown, 49ers.
So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers lead up to 12.
47. Browns 35. Michael
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Head coach Kevin Stefanski readying the Browns for their next series. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get it past midfield and down on the 49er side.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And that spikes 36 seconds to play. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing now. It's on target to Moore. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
And the Browns first down.
Lamar throwing again. Has the connection to Smythe. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson's going to throw again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
To throw. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop with about 14 seconds to go. Hands are tied. Got to have it on this fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
Desperation time here. Oh, caught by his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.